I'm live, y'all. I'm back. I know y'all miss me. So, hey, let's get this thing started, man. We're back in here. We lit. We live. We out here, people. Hey, man. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me so I can go ahead and start this. Let me know in the chat. Turn my phone down. We don't want nobody interrupting. Cool. So, first of all, a happy new year to the people. You know what I'm saying? I haven't spoken to anybody since the new year. So this is my new year. This is my first show for the new year. So I wanted to bring it back. Been absent, you know what I'm saying? Work duties, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you're a boss, you gotta be a boss, and that's just how it is, you know. You gotta take the hits. So for those who haven't subscribed to me, please follow me on the Lochness Podcast on YouTube. That's the Lochness Podcast on YouTube. Spelled exactly how it is up there to the right. But also follow AFN, Mad My Sports, the whole team, man. Everybody doing their thing. But what are we expecting? Or like what's the expectation for the Atlanta Falcons on the offseason? Like what is our expectation? Like what are the fans? Like what are the people, the camaraderie? What do we want? Like we know our season did not go like we wanted it. But the way these other teams were playing, do you feel like, I mean, if it's grass on the field, play ball, you know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it. What are we expecting? I don't know why there's a period there. That's funny. I don't know why there's a period there. What are we expecting? Period. Period. What are we expecting from the Atlanta Falcons on the off season? Like I want to know what people are expecting. What is it like? I'm so irritated. Like y'all don't get it. Like y'all don't get it. We're gonna get into it. So let's go ahead and give a shout out to my day ones, man. Shout out for everybody that's pulling up. Shout out for, got Cajun Peach in here. I know it's gonna take me a minute to get my people back in here. Once people realize, okay, the Lochness is back. The Lochness podcast is rolling. We're back in it. You know what I'm talking about? So, and I wanted to go ahead and do it to start my show this week because I'm gonna start doing. I might do a show or just tidbit shorts on my channel page, not just on AFN. It's gonna be on the Lochness, so y'all might have to tap in. Y'all might have to subscribe. Sub to your boy. But yeah. So we're gonna talk about. We're just gonna go and get into it. What happened to the Atlanta Falcons, man? They had was Jimmy Lake. He's the foul guy for the defense. So let's talk about, before we get into the defense, let's talk about what happened. Started off hot. I don't know why, and I get this point. Like let's talk about this $100 million guaranteed, 3 games. I think it was like 9 interceptions, no tuds, and we struggling to make a decision. I mean, I honestly understand that, like, hey, we don't put the money in. We gotta squeeze as much juice from that turnip as we can. But if it's a business mindset, why aren't we making those hard decisions to sit people down when they're underperforming? Is beyond me. So I don't want to get into that. I just want to know what y'all thought, or any thoughts. Like anybody got anything? Like I'm like, as far as like what happened, defense can sustain. Our offense showed up. Our defense can sustain. Our defense showed up. Our offense can sustain. Couldn't sustain. Like it's so irritating. Like I'm thinking in my head, like, man, what happened? I sat there for some of those games. We're losing against the Seahawks. We got mollywopped by the Seahawks. Molly wop. And then, and at the end of the season, I don't think if you're doing what you need to do, you shouldn't be rooting for another team to beat another team for you to be in there. That means that you didn't do what you need to do during the season. Like, there's nobody in the NFC South right now that's in the playoff right now after the first round, after the wild card round. I really think, like this last game, I just seen the Rams. Shout out to, they got the wildfires up there. I don't know. It's like it happens all the time up there. Because there's no water. But shout out to the Rams. I guess they galvanized and played together, did what they had to do. Houston did what they had to do. Lamar Jackson. They looking good. But what happened with our team? Like, what can you say? Like, what if you can single out anything? People were so happy to wear their Kurt Cobain. They little dirty bird chains, and they lit. You can't even make. You just gotta make gestures at this point. Like, what happened? Like, what's happening? Just give a shout out to my guy, GA Texas boy. I call him Gax boy. GA Texas boy, what's good? A lot of family. Yeah, bro, Falcon family. And we over here chilling, man. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. We back at it. So what can you say? What you think happened? Like, what happened to our Atlanta Falcons, man? What happened to the Atlanta Falcons, man, this season? Like, what you like? You can't just point one finger at one person. Like, Jimmy Lake is the fall guy. He's up out of there. He's up out of there. Raheem Morris started, I guess, taking over. I honestly believe, and I wasn't going to talk about this during the show, he should just be the defensive coordinator. If we was doing good up under him, just be the head coach, but you run the defense as the head coach, and then you let somebody, that old boy, run the offense. I don't see why we got to bring somebody in if they was already galvanizing with him. My opinion. Junta, what's happening? Shit, bro. Chilling. Hey, Miss Pam. Say hey, Auntie. Yeah. So, like, what y'all think happened? Like, I don't feel like Jimmy Lake was he was the fall guy. I honestly feel like I said, if Raheem Morris was taking over the defensive coordinator and he's good at defense, and we started thriving as a defense, so to speak, besides this Carolina game, but Carolina they've been gradually making strides. So that last game, it's like nobody played defense, or the offenses. Both our offense was just cooking. But if we can take those 3 games back, where your first cousins, he did nothing. You know what? Like, it's I don't know why. Have you ever seen coaches besides the Cowboys? But have you ever seen head coaches, or just like take their time on making decisions? Is it because that we did have we had a rookie back there? Because I seen people bench Kurt, like they benched Peyton Manning the year he won the Super Bowl and got out. He had a bad game in Denver. They took him out his jersey and said, sit right down the bench. Like, well, and it can't be because of money. What's up, Raymond Collins? It's Honey. He said Lake and Morris both should have been fired, to be honest. Talk your shit, man. They both were in charge of the. Yep. Somebody had to go. They put them both in the room. You remember when the Joker he said, we got a team, we got a aggressive expansion. And he snapped the pool stick and said, who's gonna be on our team? And he threw it down. They threw the pool down, the sharpest little pool part down, and he threw it between Raheem Morris and Jimmy Lake. Like, go ahead. Which one of y'all want to be on that team? so you already know who's gone. Man. I joined the Air Force and was in basic training. Oh, that's what's happening. Salute, man. Salute. I come from a military family, bro. Hey, Falcons family. I was missing since before the bye week. I'm in there. Well, one of my friends had a viral moment with his Penix Envy flag in our Dirty Bird's nest. And he went viral because they were showing it all everyone. And I was like a couple of rows behind him. But Mark, if you're checking this out, you silly. Yeah, that's what's up. That's good, man. Nothing wrong with that, man. Always good to serve the country. I didn't serve the country. I didn't serve the country because I didn't want to cut my hair. That's just me. But but yeah, like we back on this, like what happens with our team, man. I honestly felt like, when we was winning, people was like, "Oh yeah, we in here." But as soon as we got smacked, like by the Seahawks, they needed that. They needed it. No, we didn't. They needed that. Need a loss. I don't think no team ever. If you up on your high horse, you on your high horse. You ride that thing all the way through like the Cowboys. But they be falling off their horses sometimes. But like I felt like our team, it just they say that we like they was trying to make it seem like we was one quarterback away. Then they paid Kirk Cousins, and he was having one of the most accurate seasons in the Vikings. His preparation for the game. I remember everything we were saying about that guy. His preparation for the game. This man looked like a rookie out there. Throwing the ball when the ball was barely getting there. I was like, bro, stop playing with me. Let's talk defense, man. We already know what happened. We lost. What happened with our Atlanta Falcons? We lost. Let's talk defense, though. What happened with our defense? What did you see that we couldn't cover? AJ Terrell, man. Let's talk about AJ Terrell. Since I want to talk defense first, let me go down. You know what's funny about that, Junta? I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, bro, our coaching staff is just been mid par, bro. Do you think we should have got Belichick? Be honest. Spies, although Belichick's in North Carolina right now, I think. Do you think we should have got Belichick? So we have the talent, is what you're saying. We have the players, the no-name players. I always think people want to be, we want to be mid. Have you ever had a drink get made for you by a restaurant bartender like Applebee's, and then when you drink it, you like, yeah. That's how I feel about the coaching staff. We don't get big names. If it's and listen. I'm gonna take you down a little rabbit hole right quick. Rabbit hole, right. I'm gonna come back to that rabbit hole. If it's a business, right? If it's business, we're not gonna take Kirk Cousins out because we guarantee him money. So we finna have him. He gonna have to play. We gonna get all the money's worth out of him, right? 100 million guaranteed, right? Why won't we get big names to come here or get big names that's going to bring money? If it's about the money. But you can't do that if you're paying a quarterback that he down a spiral. Bill or Jim would have been great pickups. They would have. You know how people discredit people? They find something about somebody that doesn't hold any salt. And then they use that to sprinkle out on the ingredients. I'm gonna tell you how they do that. Bill Belichick, tactician. But you know what they did? What they say? Oh, you see how old he is? Is he gonna be the one that's running on the field? You don't think people will respect a dude that's a multiple, like that coach Tom Brady that handled his on the sideline with just a hoodie on, with his hands folded, with his eyes like this? You know what people are doing when they got Raheem Morris? My president is black. My Lambo's blue. They was just happy. Are you happy now? Raheem the Dream. You remember all the stuff they were saying in the beginning? Raheem the Dream. It's like, what are we talking about? We like cheap, low budget coaches. Mm-hmm. Then we need to put the money into the. We put the money into the. I don't. Michael. When they picked up Michael Penix in the draft party I was at, the DBN draft party, I was like, holy crap. But then when I dissected the reason behind it, I was like, well, he is Michael, hey, they trying to relive a, left-handed quarterback, named Michael. Both names, like oxymoron, both of their names is close to almost Michael Vick, Penix. Right. He said Jim just used us for leverage. BB was losing record without Brady. Because the one thing that Bill Belichick got that I would have said is an issue is the fact that he don't know how to draft. This Broski would have drafted some tight ends though. Bill Belichick passed on a lot of people for some tight ends. You're like, now get him. I want this guy. Like, whoa, Belichick. Hey, Megan Fontenot in the building. Just trying to figure out what we're talking. Like the defense, like. So we talked like even though I'm on the defense, our offense, right? Everybody got what they wanted. They wanted the Bijan show. They wanted Bijan Mustard on all their stuff. He was number 3 in the NFL. 1,450 some yards, 14.5. Him and Algier. Algier was the number 1 backup. You got what you wanted. Only problem I have about Bijan and Algier and how they utilize them, situations when it should have been Algier, they did Bijan. Situations when it should have been Bijan, they did Algier. It was just like, what are you doing? So, but you finally got Bijan's the face. Bijan's the face. Billy B would have brought some good linebackers and DBs. Yes, he would have. What is one of the things that we need in this offseason, since we're speaking on what the Falcons what we expected from the offseason for the Atlanta Falcons? DBs. We need DBs. Saying if we was running zone all the time. So we need to get some one-on-one, some guys that can be zone defenders, some zone DBs. We got a couple of free agents. I think it's the Alfred Hughes. I think we need a couple more of them guys. I think we need some veteran guys to go with. Simmons. Man, you can't say enough about Bates, bro. Bates. Let me talk about AJ Terrell right quick. AJ Terrell. It's always like this, man. And I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not sorry to say it. When people get their coins, they get laxed. I got what I needed. I don't got to play as hard. So what? He just blew past me. So what? I look like a fool on the sideline acting like this is my first time being on the field. I'm paid. But we all know AJ Terrell would get burnt a couple of times. And then it's a couple of times he wouldn't get burnt. Do you have 2 interceptions this year? Somebody find it out. Did AJ Terrell have some interceptions? He said, we have Kelvin O'Connor said, we got the pieces. It's the scheme. I was part of the Take Jalen Carter group. Nah. I don't feel like you look at what we have up there on the defense. Onyemata, which he's Onyemata, he's straight. Grady again up there. You got Rook, trade off with Grady, Clemson. Eddie Goldman coming back. He go back and forth. He's retiring again, and he did good. I don't know. Like our defensive line was pretty. It was give AK-47 his flowers, bro. Judon, he was missing a couple of games, but it's like we have those guys that's in spurts. They'll do something. Like they'll go missing, then boom. Oh shoot, I forgot we had Judon. But AK-47, Edmund Kitty, he doing his thing. Bill still would have been better. Yeah, definitely, bro. Just the sheer respect. Raheem Morris ain't grabbing no respect, bro. Like Belichick. That's the reason why Belichick was out of there. They did have a losing record, but that goes with a quarterback. Who? Cam Newton? Who was there? Was it Matt Jones? Who? What happened to him? He's still over there? I don't even know. I don't pay attention to that. Yeah, okay. I thought he had 2 picks. One of them was like an overthrow, and one of them he actually did pick. So he had technically one, and one pass was just thrown to him. And he caught it and ran out of bounds, I believe. Yeah, okay. I thought so. Seemed like it. Our D line was more productive. The younger lineman was played by me. Our defensive line was, yeah, you got to understand. We need a disruptor. You know how like the Bills have a Von Miller? The Carolina Panthers have a J.W. with Clowney. I can't even say his first name. J.W. Clowney. But yeah, we need somebody like that. Like Trice preseason. Grady, like we always be to a point where we're there, be so close. Who's our tackling coach? Because but on the out season, they better be tackling some dummies or something. Get some like moving dummies or something that they can practice tackling them and move them fast because them arm tackles ain't gonna do it. They was arm tackling. They need to Matt Jones. Matt Jones in Jacksonville. But he was with the Patriots, right? He was over there, right? I can't keep up with everybody else's teams. We had one, bro. It took them 12 weeks to figure out who it was. Ellis. Right. We need a disruptor, though. Do we need a veteran disruptor? It ain't too many people on the free agency right now. Do you think we need to get younger? We're already a young team. Whoa, let me go back up to this. I didn't even see this. Simmons is washed. Calvin said he ain't sold on Simmons. I can't say he's washed man to man. He might be a little behind. But you got to think about it. We ran zone. So you stick to this area. Don't go no further. You stick to this area. So we can't really say he's washed because we didn't see him. He didn't really get man on man. They ran zone, bro. They ran zone. That's kind of like this. That's like the. I ain't gonna say it's the easier way to defend, but zone, you gotta just, hey, don't let nobody get above you. I'm gonna play up under you. I'm gonna play under. You play over. We discuss it. Hey, I got under. I'm here. So but the problem is when people who are running their routes, they get behind the zones. They find the soft spot. That's what they mean by the soft spot. You know what I'm saying? Right. See, O'Connor, Junta said, okay, they play the same. They play the same style of play. I mean, they have a nickel lineup when you have 5, and then you go 4, you do or a 4-6, do a 4-6 defense, maybe a nickel. It's different. It's like it depends on how you want to, but them two like the same. So they pretty much just got somebody to do the same thing just basically been killing on. He's like the number one safety, my nigga. Like, what are we talking about? That apples and oranges right now. They both fruits, but it's all about Jesse Bates, man. And then people thought we overpaid for Jesse Bates. You remember one time when people were like, you pay him all that money? And Jesse Bates come from one of my, hate to say it, guys, I love the Bengals. I like Bengals. I like orange. Anybody that know me personally, I like Tigers and I like orange. And I like the Bengals. Since Ocho Cinco was, but you know what I'm saying? So when the Bengals had no when the Bengals had what's his name, Marvin Lewis, that's his name, their head coach that had them on a losing streak for years and they never fired this dude. I'm like, man, he must have had some dirt on somebody. But I'm finna address the elephant on the room, guys and gals, peoples, Falconites. Not everybody answered that at the same time. I'm gonna read some stats. Can I? Let me go to my pictures because I took screenshots. I didn't want to. His receptions in 2020 and 2022, he had 28 receptions, 300 yards, 2 tuds. Go up 2 more years to this past year. Kyle Pitts. He had 47 receptions. The only time he looked like a straight beast was when? Tight end day. Tight end day. I think he had 2 tuds that day. Mind you, he only had 4 touchdowns this season. 4. But you know what he was good at? Yak yards. He was good at yards after the catch. He was like one of the best in tight end production. Because he's an athletic tight end. Before I continue, let me go to y'all comments. Johnson says he is trading one of the best productive tight ends this year. Is he's one of the best production-wise tight ends, or did the tight ends this year underperform? Because he was like one of the best. Like he had the yak yards. And he averages 12 yards. So he averages almost every time he catches the ball, besides when he's just cradling it, like a baby, like a wee little baby. That's how he did. That's how he did when Michael Penix threw him the ball like a wee baby, and he just threw it to the other dude's hands. Like a wee little baby, and he just threw it. I was like, bruh, get him out of here. Get him out the field. I was so pissed. Get him. You. Just come on here. Let me talk to you for a minute. Take your helmet off. He said he's trading him. Yeah, it ain't gotta be sorry, to be honest. Stand, like what they say, stand on business. That business, man. Hey, that business. Bring him in. You know how they on the first 48 when they ask that, when they get that dude at McDonald's, and they're like, man, who did it to Pookie? He done ate the McDonald's and he got a full belly in the cig. He just put his head down. Man, I'm we talked about it when we say you go to your locker and it's already cleaned out, but you got that little meal, you got that little styrofoam meal with the little compartment. Get the meal, get the little wing plate before you go. Yeah, he said Jesse worth every dang penny. And speaking on the Bengals, send us foot, and I can't disagree. I can't disagree. Pay him, yes. Some people they just consistency. But you think about it, Kyle Pitts has been consistent by the numbers. Hey, by his numbers, he didn't drop off. This year he had the most touchdowns he's ever had. In 2021, he had the most yards because Matt Ryan was the only option, it seemed like, and we had a sorry line, and Matt Ryan was throwing. He averaged 15 yards. That's when everybody's like, oh my God, he's gonna be the truth. And then he got hurt. And then we had Double M, Eminem throwing to him, and you know what happened after that. But this year he had the most touchdowns in his career high, 4 tuds. Last year and this year were pretty much the same. He just had less receptions, but it was almost the same thing as last year. So he didn't drop. He didn't really digress. He's even kill. He actually moved up a little bit better when it comes to tuds. He had 667 yards last year. Not this year, but last season, not this season that just passed, but the last one before that, the 2023 season. 12 yards, same, 12-8, 4 tuds for this year, 3 tuds for last year, 667 for last year. This year, 602. So he's giving you the same production. And you saying trade him. You say you might get a 3rd and a 4th for him. Yeah, because he's not really doing nothing. And see, my whole thing is, have you noticed that when people leave the Falcons, you see how Zacchaeus was looking when we was playing them? Zacchaeus looked like he was awesome. They always look good. We get them guys them checks. Are we the new age Raiders? You know, when you go to the Raiders, when Randy Moss went to the Raiders, we was like, man, your career over with, yeah. What happened? Who did the Raiders have on their team? Was it Waller? He left. Waller was a beast. You know who they got? Brock Bowers. He booming too. He looking good. That's how Waller was looking. Wally. And then as soon as they use him up, they throw him off. He said, tighter numbers around the league this year were kind of low. Yeah. Tight end numbers. I said tighter. Tight end numbers around the league. Yes. That's why I said he didn't give you anything that he hasn't been giving you. Broski gave you the same numbers. Kyle Pitts gave you, hey, you like 23 Kyle Pitts? You was like this one because that's what I did in 2005, man. Like, what you talking? You said chicken wings with the fries, lemon pepper with the ranch and blue cheese mixed together sauce. That's what I'm going to give you. You said it last year. I gave you the same thing this year too. That's what he giving you. You want to give that away? He's a decoy. He's a true X Factor. He said, go after Justin Reed and Zach Bond. Bond. To replace? What's up, my G? Yeah. Blackberry in the building. Says the home team. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, throw them likes, throw them shares. Hey, we just having a conversation here. I just want to talk. I was gonna do a short show. We just talking right now. We only have 4 picks this year. 2 by AJ Terrell and 2 by 1 by Bates. Them Bates run 1 back. We can't keep everyone here forever. Forever? Nah. He's worth that. So I must call them the cradle. I can't say credit robber because that's when somebody's talking to somebody young. Kyle Pitts and that other tight end, 89, I think, they did the whole like pass the ball to the next person to get Michael Penix a pick. Michael Penix had 3 picks. One of them he actually threw on his own. So he actually had 1. The other 2 was these other people gift wrapping the ball to the other team. But yes, he is worth that. You talk about drop it. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, so from my understanding, and this is just on me and me still going with my mindset, he hasn't declined. Has he given us what we our 21 season, our 2021 season? No, he hasn't given us 1,000 yards, and because he's not asked to do that. He's not asked to do that anymore because we have a Drake London. Please, somebody give Ray his flowers. Give Ray his flowers. He's like a running back / wide out. He's like a gadget back. That's good. I don't feel like we used him enough, but we used him. I think Mooney, before he was hurt, give Mooney his flowers. Cordell Hodge, you did his thing too. But they didn't pick up his 5th-year option, I believe. They were like, nah, we ain't picking that up. I'm going to ask you this, and then we're going to move on from it. Did Kyle Pitts look like he was a team player, even especially when he said in an interview, I'm just here to do my job? Or something like that. Something of sorts. All right, man, you be safe on that road. I don't know where you at, but I know we had a little snow down here. You know, we had everything was shut down. You know, we ain't used to no snow in the A-Town. He said, do I feel like Ray had too many targets? No, I felt like one of our problems, if I'm going back to the offense, is we don't disguise nothing. We don't disguise anything. We talk about having Algier and Bijan on the field at the same time to try to disguise some stuff. We talk about, hey, as soon as we switch Algier out for Bijan or Bijan for Algier, we're finna run the ball because he's fresh. I felt like, and I said it before, we are a passing team that can run. Can somebody give Drake London his flowers? I remember when we drafted him, they was like, I don't know who we gonna pick. I was like, bro, we finna pick Drake London. I said, we gonna pick a wide receiver. And I was like, we finna get Drake London. Nah, bro. I was like, no, bro. I'm calling it. I was at Chick-fil-A when I said, we getting Drake London. And as soon as we picked him, people hit me up. Man, you were right. I said, why wouldn't we pick him? He's not a speed back. He's just somebody that, hey, he gets, man, he's coming to his own, man. Especially when he took them sleeves off. He was Fumble Rooski at first, but when he took them sleeves off, now his helmet just comes off. And he in Super Saiyan mode. He said, what? Why is that some people want Kyle Pitts criticisms to be wrong to ever study and understand this, but gloss over the some people don't understand the value. Sometimes the numbers don't really jump off the page, because when you see another rookie in a different situation, they're trying to compare somebody else's success to the next person's success. That's why I said That's why I came up with the numbers. I'm like, Kyle Pitts, his numbers haven't changed. He's still the same. He's even kill. He was actually better in certain aspects, but he was just like, he's still the same. 12 yards per catch, almost averaging, almost 13 yards. He had the most touchdowns this year. He's just doing what he's just here to do his job. And they don't probably require him to do too much because they used to have Pitts all over the unicorn, X Factor, and then when Bijan Mustard came, they said, "Man, we don't want no Pitts barbecue sauce on our stuff, man. We can use some Bijan Mustard too." And Bijan just took over. But like some people don't understand the aspect of the draft either, and how the first 12 to 14 picks, that aspect of it, you gotta milk that. They'll say in the pros will say, like, hey, you're not gonna draft a quarterback and not play him. Why do you think Bo Nix was playing? Why do you think, like, you know what I'm saying? The reason why these people are playing, because you draft them high, that means they're good to go then. You can plug and play them. Kyle Pitts was a plug and play. They just really have to teach him tight end routes. He's very athletic. I think I don't think up here he's sold. Sometimes I don't know, because he's one of those quiet type people that seem like he internalizes a lot. I mean, as men, we internalize a lot, but he just seemed like he ain't really like rah. He like Julio Jones was. Julio Jones wasn't outspoken until he got on dang, first take or whatever it was. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm out of there, man." Well, yeah, Drake doing his dog, bro. He doing his thing though. There's no such thing as 2 minute targets. Is he catching it? If he's catching that, damn, bro. That's facts. It's like, because if it's like I go down, like if a quarterback goes through their progressions, like open, he's beat. And if it's him every time, if the check down is there and he does his thing, because you got to think about it like this. Saying if when defenses, there's a man on this person, there's a man on this person sees a man, this person, these two free. They just want to have free safeties. He just run free. Anything get behind us, you the next line of defense. If everybody is covered, and then you got Ray that's doing like a seam or slide or something like across the middle, and that's the check down, boom, he's gonna get it. I'm not gonna try to thread the needle, but let's talk about Michael Penix when he threw that ball between 3 defenders, and dude caught it. I remember when they used to call Aaron Rodgers the Michael Jordan of football. Do you remember that? Oh, these guys are funny. Run down more when he come back 100%. He has something to prove. Right now, is he Rundell going to beat out Ray? He ain't beating out London. He ain't beating out Mooney. So right now, it's like him. I mean, Hodge is really special teams. So he's probably like, if he's still there, he's a fourth option. Ray got that. He got that third option. I think he got that third option locked. If he don't have that lock, I don't know what to tell you. Because you think Drake London, Mooney, Ray. That's how I see it. I mean, if y'all see something different, let me know. I think Pitts will benefit from the development this season from the role he played, from blocking and being moved around a lot. Yeah. 3 dirty. You're right. Because, like I said, maybe his production will go up. I think he just need to sit him down and ask him, do he want to be a Falcon, bro? He said, I asked that question, Blackberry. You know why I asked that? Well, his year's up. Yes, but Mooney was also taking care of that too. See, we didn't need. See, that's y'all don't see. This is the thing. Thank you, Bernard, for that. But I need you to understand this. Everybody has their role. Ray wasn't asked. He took one. He caught one out there, and it was unexpected. That's why it worked. But he ain't asked to do that all the time. That's why when Mooney was getting thrown the ball out there, all out there, he didn't catch it all the time because they knew that's what Mooney is that guy. That's how he do that. They're like, no, we gotta keep an eye on him. He's a kind of a small guy too. But they're not expecting Ray to run across the middle and then cut up on the outside of the numbers and catch it and fall out of bounds. But everybody has a role. Everybody's not asked to do the same thing. So, yeah, he is. But see, that's why. Look at Ray. He come out the backfield into a motion. You thinking like, he a running back? He ran number 34? Yeah, I mean, keep them both. I mean, he just got to get healthy, man. That's all that is. And shit, we got another option that nobody have no tape on. So, yeah, I feel it. All right, we're gonna move along. Hey, man, bench or sell? And you already know what I'm talking about when I talk about bench or sell. If you don't know, they say that the Atlanta Falcons are like, yeah, we're going to keep Kirk Cousins as a backup. Why not? We would love to keep him. Yes, of course. If nobody's going to say, hey, man, we're going to get rid of this sucker. You know what I'm saying? This jive turkey, 3 games, ain't got a tud. You know, 9 tud. This man threw 9, I think it was like 9 interceptions, like 7 or 8. Bench him, meaning put him on the bench and say, hey, you be Michael Penix's backup. Or sell him off. He could be some draft capital now. It won't be much. So you think we should restructure Kirk Cousins? That's good. Restructure him. Hey, man, you ain't finna get $40 million this year. You finna get 20, but you get to sit on the bench. But the incentive is, if you ever called on and we win 5 of those games, you get your under 20. But if you ain't called on, get your 20 million, sit down. And don't be no Tannehill. Y'all should already know what I mean about being no Tannehill. Because you think about it like this. Who's really going to be like, hey, buddy, you should do this? I mean, you got some people that be like, hey, man, instead of throwing that ball like that, man, you should have put a perfect spiral on that thing, lead the receiver, man, so only the receiver can catch it off his shoulder, offset his shoulder so the defender can't get to it. And if he gets to it in a certain way, he'll have to sit here and foul the receiver. He going to get him all the sauce, or he's going to be holding back some of that sauce so he can get back out there on the field. See, I told y'all should have put me in. Because when we've been having this conversation, if he did what he's supposed to do, he did not. He did not. He said, I don't see nobody making no trade for Cousins. They're saying Denver need a. I mean, tired, boy, looking at this man. I honestly believe if you already paid for him, sit back down on the bench, man. We already lost the money. Unless somebody want to pick up that $40 million. I mean, don't think like look at it like this. Don't think a couple of years ago we had the highest dead cap hit, so it ain't like we ain't used to it. So we took one out of who book was who what Dimitrov. Dimitrov was from the Patriots, wasn't he? When they were just giving everybody contracts. I mean, you get $1 million, you get $1 million, you get a contract. You like so we should be used to it. This ain't nothing new to us. Send them on the bench. I mean, it ain't nothing new to us. That's what I'm saying. Like Cleveland Browns are in a bit of a pickle now. If there's a way for us to get old boy from Cleveland, we need a disruptor, y'all. That's what we on. But like I said, as far as Kirk Cousins go, keep him. Because even if you like 40 cap, you say 40 million. Shit, you just gave it like, yeah, I mean, look at this year. And then we was like 60, 70 million, 66 something on dead caps when people were off in other teams playing, and we were still taking a hit. So at least if we take this hit, he's right here on the team. I'm just saying. Just makes sense to me. So I'm gonna ask y'all this before we get up out of here. We ain't even gonna do no Q&A today. This is the last. This is it right here. I don't had y'all for like 55 minutes. What off-season moves do the Atlanta Falcons need? Like, what is it that you think we need? And then when you say, hey, we need such and such, I need you to have an answer or who the such and such we need to get. They say we need DBs. Who we getting? They got some free agents out there, I'm sure. Who we getting? Who it is that we are getting? Hit that share. Hit the shot buttons. Hit the button. But yeah, like think about now. We gotta get into the draft now. We just gotta start talking draft. You see how fast this stuff be going? 3 more months we gonna be talking about. I mean, 2 more months we talking about the draft. Like this stuff be going quick, huh? So what we talking about? Like who is it? Like what is it that we need? Like I feel like we need I couldn't even say his name at first. Jontavians? Is it Jontavius? Jontavius? Jondavian Clowney? Yeah, whatever. We need one of those. we need a Von Miller. We need somebody that's, Aaron Donald. We need somebody like that. We need somebody that like a JJ Watt. Somebody that's trying to get to it all the time. So we need to know how Trice is doing. Man, sometimes and certain people can't come back from that type of injury. I think he did his in a preseason. I think it's his ACL. Yeah, he gonna have to. That's why I said we need a disruptor. But see, God forbid, but not everybody. See, that's the thing about football or any sport. You can get somebody that, oh shoot, this is a bona fide. Like just say for instance, we get Jalen Carter. Oh shit, we got Jalen, that big boy, that Georgia. And then the first play he go out there, boop, he get hurt. God forbid, but he get hurt. And what people say, he's a bust. That's what I'm saying. You never know. Your own teammate can fall on your leg. So you said a big play linebacker. Blackberry said a big play linebacker. I don't care where in the lineup, but we need to be a game changer. We need one of them Ray Lewis types. And I know Ray Lewis is anonymously. I can't even talk. Anonymously. I'm tongue twisted, bro. He's like, what? He's rare. He's rare. So Ellis is a tackling machine. Ellis is a tackling machine, right? But sometimes I felt like when we was going against the Saints, he got starstruck, bro. He was like, "Oh, there's my old buddy." He was like letting him run up the hole. He's like looking at him run. I'm looking at it. I'm looking like, what he doing? He's a tackling machine, but we need. He said, the dude from Alabama, Jihad Gamble. Yeah, somebody that takes control of the defense. Not only are you like a locker room presence, you're on a field presence, and then you got that backup. Like you think about like how Ed Reed and Ray Lewis was. But the only way that will work out is, the Ravens wasn't known for their offense like that. They was known for their defense. So that means we have the offensive presence to a point where we might need to lock in a couple of more O-line spots, but we need to revamp our defense now. So we need to address on the offseason, we need to address our defense. If we can keep our offense the way it is right now, because you look at our O-line. Our O-line really held up this year. They held up. You can't tell me they didn't hold up. It was just some questionable play calling. But their O-line held up. Nathan Floyd, yes, sir. He is an animal. So yeah, you need somebody that's coming like somebody that when they came out of college, like Aiden Hutchinson or somebody like that. You need somebody that's like they going after like blood, sweat, and tears. Like I'm going for it. All right, hit me up Thursday. What time? Yeah, we need somebody. They don't have to do no dance. They gotta do no dance like Ray Lewis, but they just gotta be. They gotta go out there. Ray Lewis was just different. He was just different. Dude was different, bro. It's just some people they just be different. And that's what they said about Saquon Barkley after he did that reverse hurdle, jumped over the person. They're like, "Oh my god, he's like the truth." And he was the number one running back in the season this year. But just think, he was hurt too, and he came back, and they thought he was washed. Of all our vets who is going to free agency, I think on the defense, I think they said Alfred Hughes. I think it was somebody else on the defense. But I see them bringing back D. Alfred. He's not bad. I think my Clark Phillips needs a little bit more development. He's still straight. King was hurt, right? King was all right. Armstrong, I don't think we kept him, did we? Armstrong was getting burnt by people, boy. God dang, he was getting burnt. He have good players, and the next moment he's getting burnt. But I feel like we got to address people that can cover in zone. Oh yeah, he's a twinner. He said Walker's a twinner. He like Ellis. He's just a tackling dummy, man. He's cool. I remember when I seen Ellis at the practice at the facility when we was all down there. Ellis was a small guy. I ain't that big, but he looked kind of like, damn, Ellis, you small as shit. Signing some autographs, like, that's you. Like, so when he tackle, bro, he'll tackle it like that. When they have a lot of tackles, that means they got a lot of hustle in them. Ellis has a lot of hustle. He's not a disruptor though. He's like one of the, but he's considered like one of the best sacking tight ends. I think like one of them. Like he was or whatever it is, or for loss or something. Like it's something. He's good at something. I just honestly feel like we just need, like you say, a good linebacker. Because what happened to Trey Anderson? Landman kind of fizzled off. They got hurt again. Um, hmm. I think if we go D line, we need somebody that's going to we need somebody on that right side. Even if we yeah, on your motto, on your motto. Because Evan Ketty, he's mostly on this side too. So it'd be Evan Ketty, Grady, Onyemata. They switch that side. The right side, they switch up the two. Sometimes it's Eddie Goldman. And then somebody on the very, very outside edge. We need somebody that's a disruptor, bro. And we need somebody that's it's gonna cause. That's what I'm saying, man. It's gonna cause. And we got this 40 million sitting on the bench. We had to restructure some people's contracts, man. Or else we're gonna draft it. Drafting, they only get like 600K or something like that. We could probably get three people, and that's like million eight, almost 2 million for three rookies. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be very interesting. I tell y'all that. But it's like um hopefully it's somebody that got some his presence demand respect. And honestly teach physicality. They were talking about some people like, oh man, if we get Deron Payne and such and Riddick, Hassan Reddick, and all of these people, woo, da, 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 da. But most of these people, they already in their moment. Like, if I say anything, we need to draft young. Draft young, like draft to get the young players to go with the older dudes the veterans that's going to help mold and teach these guys. So when they go off, we still got lineage with they done moved up. They coming into their prime. They coming into their own. And get people that are hungry. Get them dogs. Cause I don't think these people really be hungry like that. They just they be getting these fat checks. They like, I'm paid. So I ain't really gotta work as hard. Or go get a big name. I really wish we didn't get rid of we didn't let Calais Campbell go. For some reason, I still like. I mean, long gone by the law, man. That dude was kind of tall. He was slow motion, but he was still doing his thing. But man, let me know, man. You said on Thursday you're gonna be breaking down your top 10. That's cool. Hey, hit me up Thursday. What am I doing? I probably could make that. if I don't be at work, I speak too loud, you know what I'm saying? Then something happened at work, then they're like, yeah, you can't leave because you're the store manager type. So I had to sit there. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Like I said, bye, follow. We're gonna end this thing. We ain't gonna have no Q&A. It was just mostly I just want to get my feet wet again for the new year, man. Let y'all know I'm back. Um, for those who don't know, man, follow me on the Lochness Podcast on the YouTube. Just the Lochness Podcast on YouTube, not just AFN, but follow me on Lochness Podcast. Well, we got a message came in. Let me see what you say. Yeah, you can't teach heart. That's something like Ellis has. Ellis has heart. You know that one little dude that was probably picked on when he was small. He was small and he got to play big. That's Ellis. And he play big. He tackle. He's a tackling machine. But then sometimes he'll miss some tackles. So he said, "What about the D line from Penn State?" Penn State always has some decent people. Is that why Raheem Morris was in Penn State? When Raheem Morris in Penn State? Was he already there? Well, Raheem Morris in Penn State. That's where he was at. I think that's where he was at. Hold on. They just said like they seen Raheem Morris. Because I honestly think our offense is pretty decent to a point where we need to solidify our defense. And then that's just how I feel about it. Don't you hate when you trying to do something with your phone and then your phone want to do everything else than what you know? Yeah, yeah. Raheem Morris was at Penn State after they lost. So that might be a reason. That might be the reason why. But he was down there at Penn State after we lost against Carolina Panthers. Oh no. I'm pretty sure we can Google that. Yeah, he was at the Penn State game. I thought so. Cause I seen it. They talk. You can't move around in this world without them knowing that in social media. Hey man, you know that man down here. And they was like, what was he scouting? He probably like, let me talk to you, big guy. Yeah, we looking at you. Run slow during run slow during your drive day performance stuff, so nobody pick you up, and then I got you. Yeah, but like I said, man, we about to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Everybody that came here and spoke with your boy. Appreciate my whole squad coming through, speaking to me. Of course, I appreciate my day ones, with my Liddy committee and everybody that come through. Speaking about our Falcons, man, we gonna say AK is out of Penn State, of course. So they're gonna, yeah. So they try to link people in with the, AK-47. He been getting to it, so he probably can pull him up, and then they can have something to talk about. Then put them together in like the rooms and stuff like that. Let them bunk together. You know what I'm saying, right? Be roommates. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for stopping by, man. A lot is still in here. Let me know if there's anything y'all want me to talk about. So I just started making my my off season content is gonna be about whatever y'all want to hear about. It doesn't matter if we talking about how somebody ugly face looked up when they was looking when we was losing. I don't care. He said, "Where's the Kentucky?" All right, bet that. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate everybody, man, for stopping by. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Like I said, the more consistent I get, the more live it's gonna get. I just gotta come back and do what I need to do. But I do appreciate everybody. What? But yeah, like I say, we out here, man. Doing our thing, man. I'll be back next Tuesday. But I will be putting short videos on my actual page about just different stuff, sports related stuff, maybe. Or just more little tidbits or any type of chatter or rumors they have. Oh, okay. Okay. I can check into that. I can check into that because people don't really get into that historic black colleges stuff. Um, but you know, we need to. Definitely need to. I got you, Davis. Let me make sure. Put that in my notes right quick, my guy. Hold on. Put that in my notes. Yeah, you gotta think about it. There's a lot of people that don't get drafted that it be still be some talented people. I got you. Hold on. Hey, I'll look into that. Gotta put in my notes. All right. I'm the Lochness. Your boy's out. Appreciate it. Yeah, all good. All good. What's going on? Strap Dub 24. Said we need to get a defensive coordinator in here. Yeah. Get somebody that got that put the fear in the people's eyes when they're on the defense, man. Like what happened to them old school defenses that y'all gonna get? See, you about to have me start talking. I'm trying to leave, but them old defenses that they used to get dirty with, like they ruthless, like the Chicago Bears defenses. That's what I'm saying. Like them Ravens, them defenses when they come out on the field, you like, oh, is people money overshadowing their work? Is because I'm getting paid? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm already paid. I ain't think I can get hurt. But yeah, man. I appreciate everybody. That's another chat. We just gonna have a defensive chat. But appreciate everybody for stopping by. Like I said, follow me. Appreciate you. I'm out, man. And like I said, if you want me to talk about anything, just hit it up in the chat. Send me a message. Send me a message on the Lochness Podcast, John Bro, and I get to it, and I can just discuss whatever y'all want me to discuss. Or is there anything that you would like to hear, or something that you thought of, or something like that? And of course, I shot you out that is your idea. I'm not gonna take. I'm not gonna take the ingredients that your food and say I made it. You know what I'm talking about? But I appreciate y'all. Your boy out. Peace out.